Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime the new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications, okay? This read is going to be for Aquarius. I'm seeing that this read is being strongly influenced by the planet Saturn. So the planet Saturn goes through an orbital cycle every 30 years. And Saturn specifically influences the experience of karmic lessons, like the reason why you go through karmic lessons, gauging if you learn from those karmic lessons, and also kind of like registering and reporting that information to the Most High in accordance with your soul and the experiences that the spirit of true self goes through in this lifetime for you, okay? So Saturn is strongly associated with the experience of your karmic lessons and is influencing whatever has happened during the cycle of this read, okay? I'm seeing that the spirit of Sue's true self the spirit of true self is seeking security from some type of injury. Considering the fact that Sue came out, maybe you're suing someone, or maybe someone is suing you in regard to some type of injury, some type of claim was made or something like that. So you're seeking security in some type of harm that was done to you, or maybe you did some type of harm to someone. Something like that has happened. And then I'm also seeing that what's surrounded and what it is that you've been experiencing is that it's worth it. So maybe you sued somebody because you got hurt, some type of injury happened, and it's worth it. What I'm also seeing is strongly involved with that experience is women. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing wedding rings. Wedding rings relates to union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, some type of devotion. I'm also seeing that there was some backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, some type of shock that happened during that time. Maybe there was a divorce or something like that with the backstabbing from the wedding rings energy. Okay. Then I'm seeing these two cards came out together, twin flames and engagement ring. So maybe wherever there was some type of divorce or separation or loss, I'm seeing that children are involved. I'm getting a strong energy of children being involved because of the way that some of the words are coming out, right? Yeah. So I am seeing that there were wedding rings and then some deception, some separation and some loss. And then I'm also seeing that twin flames and engagement ring came out. So maybe you started a new relationship, and from what I can see, it was a twin flame relationship. And there is a higher commitment, a sense of eternity, partnership and union, completing a cycle, right? Being balanced with your partner, union and duality, completement is what I'm seeing, okay? And then the last card that came out was Mirror. So in regard to twin flame union, where you all are like balancing each other out and in a certain sense like mirroring each other, it says self-reflection, introspection, and healing inner wounds. So the thing about twin flame and soulmate unions is with twin flames, you all are matches. You're like pairs, right? And then there is that sense of duality where like you balance each other out by the way of the energies. And then with a soulmate union, it is where you have similar bonds, though there's like unconditional love, because you don't feel the need to try to change that person, right? You accept that person for who it is that they are, and you all grow together, right? So that would be more so like the difference between the twin flame and the soul mate union. More specifically with this, I'm seeing that where there was once some type of union and marriage and a connection, there was some backstabbing, some type of deception or separation or loss, and then there was a twin flame, an engagement ring thing that happened. And then I'm also seeing, you know, the mirroring energy where there was some self-reflection, introspection, inner wound. So this could be like some reconciliation where someone was forgiven and then, you know, they reconciled. Forgiveness may have taken place because of the separation and loss or the backstabbing energy that happened, and you went through the process of recognizing that you all are twin flames, right? And the separation and loss may have been necessary so that you all could grow, okay? Healing those inner wounds is definitely important, and the alignment of being with the twin flame could, you know, help bring that to the forefront, okay? If you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you, so thank you. The time that has been offered to me is the Ace of Swords, so that's representing truth, so thank you. The Ace of Swords was received as transparent, realistic, not mischievous, not sneaky, very easy flowing, right? And then with the Sun card, I'm seeing this is the energy that you're in, where it's like joy and celebration and gratitude and like a favorable energy in your life right now, because you've overcome certain challenges, right? You are being received in this energy as eccentric, like expressing yourself in your own individuality, and also not extreme, okay? So the energy that I see you in for the past position of this read is the Nine of Swords, where you may have dealt with like some type of disappointment, some type of grief, separation, or some type of loss, right? You are being received in this energy as like saintly, divine, or that's the kind of energy that was with you to help you get through those challenges, right? You're also being received as lively. So what I'm seeing is where disappointment and depression could have dragged you down because of the separation and loss, because of however it is that you were hurt, that was a time of change and transformation for you to give grace to the situation and step more into a virtuous approach in how to handle the behavior of others that's outside of your control, okay? So then I'm seeing that because you were received as like saintly and lively in that energy, where you did not allow whatever was depressing you to cause you to be like in a deep depression, right? Maybe you prayed and you got some help. I'm seeing that you were in the Six of Swords energy, where you were moving on to calmer waters. So what I'm seeing is that you were gracefully willing and able to let things go, let the past be in the past, and just prepare your ship and your vessel to move forward and to move on with what serves you, okay? So in the Six of Swords, I see you in an energy of not being haunted, so that's good. You are very healthy, though you're a little bit shy and kind of like timid and cautious about who it is that you will interact with, or, you know, like exchange energies with moving forward. And it's because you're in that energy of like the fact that you learned your karmic lesson, because maybe you were the one that was being karmic, okay? And if you were, I'm not like ostracizing you or saying that like you're a bad person. Honestly, what I am saying is that the reason why certain things happen the way that they did, especially with karmic lessons, is because they're inherited by the way of our bloodlines. So you had to go through that stuff, right? For the wellness of your soul and your spiritual maturity to take place. So for the wellness of your soul to be prioritized and for you to become more spiritually mature. And so when you recognize that you're in a twin flame union and there's a part of you that, experienced that loss and went through those hardships and you trusted God and you overcame it, you then have a different level of admiration and appreciation for unions, bonds, and partnerships. Okay? So I am seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self lessons in regard to partnerships and power with social security, how safe you feel in your community, within your social groups, and the power that and influence that they have over you and that you have in those spaces, right? How safe you make others feel is essentially something also that the spirit of true self learns a lesson about in regard to social security, especially when it's related to depression or you experiencing some type of loss or separation, or if there was some type of deception or disappointment that happened in the dynamic of the relationships of the people that you interact with, or if there was some type of harm that was either happening in your personal relationships, in your work relationships, or even in your community, right? What I'm seeing is that as far as social security, the power that all of that emulates in your life helps steer your ship, your vessel, as you're navigating in your spirit of true self to seek security from whatever harm was done to you. Because essentially, do you want to be that person that's continuing to inflict that harm, or are you going to make the choice to now be the one that lets go of the past and looks forward to the future in a healing energy, right? So then I'm seeing that you were in the hermit mode. You were in hermit, pretty much shining the light on your own journey, your mountaintops and your valleys of life, right? And this was a time of spiritual enlightenment for you, is what I'm seeing, in a time where you wanted to reinforce who it is that you are in regard to being trustworthy and what that means to others in your social groups, especially with that social security card, like the power that you have in other people's lives, right? And also what those partnerships mean in the community that you're building around yourself or that you're involved in, okay? I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the western wind, having to do with the process of reading a book. So maybe you're reading a book, studying. Usually when I say reading a book, when it's a read like this, it usually has to do with the Bible or some type of spiritual text. Considering the fact that spiritual and trustworthy are coming through when you're in hermit mode, I can completely see an Aquarius going into hermit mode, trying to get spiritually aligned and looking through some type of spiritual text for guidance. And that's just pretty much what I'm seeing. And then I'm also seeing the process of communicating via email. Okay. Then I'm seeing that you were in the Six of Rods reversed energy, where you were questioning yourself and your ambitions because things weren't really clear for you on, I guess, how it is that you were going to move forward. However, you were also in a Ten of Pentacles energy where you were financially abundant, stable, and secure by the way of your intelligence. So what I'm seeing is that you were like, why me? Like, why is God favoring me financially, though things aren't clear for me? So it may have, yeah, I'm just seeing like someone being in that energy of like being confused and just feeling unclear about how it is that they move forward, and like having a lack of passion to move forward, and at the same time also not being stagnant in your finances. So you may have, what I'm seeing though with the Six of Swords is that you weren't haunted by the spirit of confusion, right? And then you were moving on to calmer waters. Though you also went into hermit mode where you were reflecting on your spirituality and your trustworthiness when it comes to God. And then I'm also seeing that even in that moment, you started questioning yourself, where like things were unclear to you as to why it is that you were being favored financially the way that you were. So like maybe you're waiting for the other shoe to drop because maybe you didn't feel like you were worthy. Considering the fact that you're seeking security from some type of harm that was done to you, and then surrounded in that is the experiences of you asking yourself or going through these experiences of, is it worth it? You come to this point where you're like, things are unclear. Was it worth it? And then I'm also seeing that maybe one of those things that you were questioning was about you being a woman or your interactions with women. Okay? So whatever it is that you were questioning yourself about, that you were unclear on, you were financially abundant and stable and secured in that energy. And that was by the way of your intelligence and your wit. Okay? And it's okay if you were experiencing like those moments of questioning and asking yourself like, why me? Like, why am I so favored? What's next for me? Because then that gives opportunity for you to put your ego aside and allow God to answer you. Okay? So then I'm seeing that you were in the Chariot energy. The Chariot energy is showing me that you are willing to move forward, maybe even follow God's will. There's a sense of obedience in all of that, right? And because you did that, you weren't frazzled, you weren't confused. The spirit of chaos and confusion had to, retreat, right? You're in this Chariot energy is not painful, and you're being seen as someone that's moving forward and very important as you are determined and focused on becoming more secure, right? So then I'm seeing towards the end of the cycle of the read that you were received in this Hierophant energy, or this Hierophant is someone that is in your life, right? This is someone that people look up to for spiritual governance and guidance. So it could be you or it could be someone else, maybe that you had a conversation with, and this person is like helping you get some clarity or understand like your position in all of this. The Hierophant is also someone that people submit their ideas and their concepts of their faith to, and they share that information with the Hierophant because the Hierophant is really good on, like I said, giving governance on spirituality. So this could, like I said, either be you or this is someone that came into your life and helped you get back on the right track. Okay? The Hierophant is being received as not repulsive. They're receiving you as not desperate, and also like very transparent and not cheesy. Like they're not being corny in how they interact with you. They're being down to earth and clear-headed, probably helping you heal those inner wounds and helping you self-reflect. probably even brought the Bible out, right? Or communicated with you via email in some type of way. And another thing about the Hierophant energy is that if this person exists within your community, then how much power do they have? Or if you are this Hierophant, how much power do you have, right? And then also, if this Hierophant is in your community, how does the relationship that you have with them help you steer your vessel in the direction that keeps you upright and facing God, right? So that also has to do with the Social Security card, because this Hierophant is a pull between that northern and southern wind, where it's partnerships and community and also power in regard to the position that this Hierophant holds. And if it's you, then by the end of the cycle of the read, I see that you figured things out. And if it's not you, and if it's someone else, then this person definitely helped you. Okay, let's talk about your future. So in the future, I'm seeing that it is a time to start grounding, right? You're in an energy of, you will be in an energy of stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So grounding yourself in what matters most is most important, and being received, and you will be received in a healthy, normal energy. I'm seeing normalized on both sides, like unusual reversed, which is normalized, and healthy. Normal, usual, and healthy. Okay, so grounding yourself in what matters most is what I'm seeing that you will be focused on with this Magician card. And it's the energy that you're going to be mastering with these grounding practices of prioritizing your stability and your security. Now, you do have the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm seeing is, as far as your unhealthy and unusual ways that have to do with your finances, you will be in an energy of healing from that. Because with the Four of Swords, it's like healing and recovery, right? You're recovering and recuperating with the Four of Swords reverse. Now, since the Four of Swords reverse is paired with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, it's like you're healing and recovering from your financial losses, is what I'm seeing. Or the ways that you weren't really given the correct guidance or whatever in regard to your finances. You're able to heal and recover from that by stabilizing and practicing and mastering your skills and talents. And that will help you with, like, you're normalizing stability and security for yourself, and you're normalizing what your performance is. You're probably coming up with routines, and like I said, you're recovering from whatever those financial losses were, or whatever that disappointment and confusion was that made you feel like you were financially lost or insecure. Okay, so I'm just seeing recovery and mastering your skills and talents and normalizing your new performance. Like, what are you normalizing now, right? And I'm just seeing that you're normalizing what matters most and being grounded in your stability and your security, and focusing on what's healthy for you. Then as far into your future as I can see is the Queen of Pentacles energy, and this is someone that's financially abundant, stable, and secure. This could either be a mother figure, right? Or it could be you. This Queen of Pentacles energy is definitely wealthy, well-moneyed, and abundant. And I'm seeing that you come into this energy pretty quickly. And this Queen of Pentacles energy is being received as astonishing. So, yeah. I mean, if that's you, then congratulations. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. That's amazing. And I'm glad that it's happened like so quickly for you, that you have the money, the finances, the stability, the security that you need, and you're not confused about it, right? Because this Queen of Pentacles is also coming down from that Six of Rods and the Ten of Pentacles energy, where it's like financially abundant and stable and secure, though that's unclear. And then in the future, it's like recovery plus recovery from financial losses plus mastering your skills and talents, and then really quickly coming into that Queen of Pentacles energy of a financial abundance, security, and stability. And it's all because of you moving on to calmer waters after this disappointment that you went through, and also going into hermit mode and becoming more spiritually trustworthy when it comes to God. So what I'm seeing is it was a test. Maybe a test of your faith, so that you could have a testament and a testimony. You know what I'm saying? So good for you. As far as your twin flame union and the engagement ring, and being able to heal the inner wounds from the backstabbing or the loss or the pain that you were seeking security in, I do send you love, light, and healing energy, because I see that it is well deserved. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project. That requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels.